had something on my mind I need to say to y'all because I think it's important. As a PhD student, we are taught to check our sources. Part of ethical research is not just taking what someone said and expanding on it, it's finding out the source of where that person got that information, and then the source of that information, and then the source of that information, all the way back as far as you can go to validate the information. And then also to not just take what people said that agreed with it, we're also required to go cross-reference that information to make sure that if there's any argument against that statement, that we've fully researched where this information came from and what opposing opinions there are and everything there is to it. I think that people forget that we can only live through our learned experiences, through what our environment has taught us, and from the education that we've received from our perspective. So like if you think of like a car accident in a very busy intersection where there's multiple lanes, multiple cars, four corners, and there's a person on each corner, what each person sees and experiences is going to pertain to their perspective of what they saw and they experienced. And that is the truth of what they saw and what they experienced. You cannot be standing on one corner and then say what a person on the corner across from you saw and experienced, because it's a totally different perspective. And you cannot assume that you're the only one who has the right information because you are only looking at it from one perspective. So I just want to remind everyone to be a little bit more patient, I guess is the word, or a little bit more responsible with information that you think you have, because likely you're limited to just what you've seen and experienced, and you have not considered the perspectives of the other people and their lived experiences and how they saw something happen. I mean, from where you saw it, you could see, well, this truck came and cut that person off and that caused this accident. But from another perspective, they're like, well, I saw a dog run into the road and the dog called the truck to swerve, which then caused this to happen and whatever. So I think the main point is to consider that God is the only one who sees everyone's perspective from wherever they stand. Not only that, He's overseeing everything. He's looking through the eyes of the people in the vehicles that were in the accident, so He's seeing it from every angle, every aspect. And I just think we would all do better to consult our Creator for His perspective before we start implementing our own. So that's my rant for today. I hope y'all really listen to what I've said, because there's a lot of information flying around out there that people think is valid and accurate, but really it's only as good as the source. And if it hasn't been tested in many different environments to prove itself to be true, chances are you're relying on something that's not fully accurate. So God bless y'all. Love you.